Okay.
Today we're going to read Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay, so everybody ready? First page. Once upon a time there lived a poor woman who had a young son named Jack. He owned very little, but one of their most prized possessions was a cow who gave milk every morning. Every day, Jack and his mother took the milk to the market to sell. Then one sad day, the cow gave no milk, and then things became even more difficult for Jack and his mother. Soon after, Jack and his mother decided that they must sell their cow. And so the next day, Jack went for the long walk to take the cow to the market. On the path, Jack met a man who was a butcher. "Where are you going?" asked the butcher. Jack replied, "I'm going to the market to sell my cow." Michaela, can you please continue?
"It's a lucky thing I met you," said the butcher. "I will save you the trouble of going to the market. I will trade you these magic beans for your cow. If you plant these by the next morning, they will grow a tremendous vine that will reach the sky." The butcher then pulled 5 odd-looking beans from his pocket.
Jack made the trade and then ran all the way home to tell his mother how lucky he was. When Jack's mother heard this news, she cried in disbelief that her son had been so foolish. In frustration, she threw the beans out the window. Poor Jack went to bed without any supper or his beans and cried himself to sleep. Miss Elizabeth?
When he woke the next morning, beside his window, there was a giant beanstalk. It stretched up as far as he could see into the sky. Jack stepped on to the beanstalk and began to climb. He climbed up through the clouds until he found himself somewhere new and wonderful. Suddenly, there was a beautiful maiden standing beside him.
The maiden told Jack how, when he was a little baby, his father was a knight. He had been killed by the giant who lived in a nearby castle. She told Jack how his mother had to promise never to tell the secret in order to save Jack's life. "All that the giant has belongs to you," she said, and suddenly disappeared. Jack decided to go to the castle to see the giant with his own eyes. I think you can see.
As he approached the castle, he saw the giant's wife standing at the door. Jack asked, "Would you kindly give me some breakfast? I have had nothing to eat since yesterday." The giant's wife had a kind heart, so she said, "Very well, little man, come in. However, you must be quiet. If my husband finds you're here, he will eat you up, bones and all."
So Jack went in, and the giant's wife gave him breakfast. Soon there came a terrible rumbling. "Oh my, that is my husband," said the woman. "We must hide you somewhere." She lifted Jack up and put him into the cupboard. No sooner had the giant's wife closed the cupboard door, her husband roared out, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Jose.
"Nonsense," said his wife. "It's your breakfast. You smell." So the giant sat down and ate. When he had finished, he said, "Wife, bring me my money bags." So his wife brought him two full bags of gold. The giant began to count his money, but he was so sleepy that his head soon began to nod.
Jack decided to return to the giant castle. So while his mother was away at the market, he climbed up to the top of the beanstalk again. The giantess was standing at the door, just as before, but she did not recognize Jack this time. Jack asked, "Will you please give me some breakfast?" "Run away," she said, "or my husband will eat you up, bones and all. The last boy who came here stole 2 bags of gold." But the woman had a kind heart and allowed Jack to come into the kitchen for breakfast. He had just begun to eat when there was a tremendous rumbling like an earthquake. Jack quickly hid. The giant roared, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Sing it.
He was mistaken. After eating the giant called up what bring the little brown hen and the white brought egg in a little brown hen would he place on the table. Lay said the giant, and the hen had once laid a whole lay, said the giant a second time, and the hen laid another golden lay, said the giant a third time, and she laid 3 eggs.
Third egg. "That will do for today," the giant said as he once again fell asleep. As soon as he began to snore, Jack crept out of hiding, snatched the little brown hen, and made a dash for the door. The hen began to scream, and the giant began to wake up. But before he was fully awake, Jack escaped from the castle and climbed as fast as he could down the beanstalk. He escaped from the giant once again. Listen, obey. Can you continue for us?
The little brown hen laid so many golden eggs that Jack and his mother had more money than they could spend, but Jack was always thinking about the beanstalk. One day he creeped out of the window again and climbed until he reached the top. This time he was careful not to be seen. He crept to the back of the castle, and when the castle's wife went out, he slipped into the kitchen and hid himself. And in came the giant, roared louder than ever.
You want to read that? No. "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Ben, can you continue for us?
But the woman was quiet and quite sure that she had seen no little bird that morning. And after much grumbling, the giant sat down to breakfast. When the giant finished, he called out, "Wife, bring me the golden heart." The wife